Alright guys, so we're working on a Samsung dryer and we're going to be doing a restring. So that's basically a broken element, but instead of buying the entire housing, you're going to replace just the element wire. Now the video, it's going to be on a Whirlpool, but the process will be the same. And the wire restring kit is actually a better quality than what Samsung offers. The video that is attached to the rest of this video, it's not perfect. Some parts weren't focusing, but you can see what I'm doing. So today we're working on this is a Whirlpool. And what we're doing here is a restringing heating element. So you can do this if, for example, you don't have the element itself, but you have the string kit, which you can buy. I will post, it is a Frigidaire element wire, that particular unit. And you could use this on Whirlpool, most Samsungs, and it is a better quality element than what Samsung offers. And it takes, doesn't take that much time really. I stock this element, but in this case I ran out of the housing itself, which is a lot quicker. You just pull one out, you slide one in, it's done. But I figured, well, let's do a video on this. So it's pretty straightforward. I will let you watch. Yep, so right there I was counting basically as a measurement, so you have a guide when you install your new element. So it's pretty close. Now on the new element, you had to just make a slight adjustment for the length of the wire that is going to be sticking into, or I'll explain when I see it, when I show it, so it's easier for you to understand. Now you can use your finger and you can squeeze the old element and remove it from the porcelain, or you can use a needle nose pliers and squeeze the bottom, pull straight up, don't wiggle, because if you snap the porcelain, then you can't. You have to either just replace the entire housing now. And those snap right on in. Basically, just make sure they're seated well. You don't want them popping out because you didn't insert them all the way. And you can always check your work afterwards, make sure everything is secured. Yeah, cut your excess old element wire. Gets in the way, so just get it out the way. So now the element is turned over pretty much, and we're going to be doing the other side. Now we're coming to about halfway towards, you want to insert your other end of your element housing. So you pretty much want to measure it, get a close measurement to the original, and sometimes it's pretty even, but you want to get it pretty much the same shape as the original. So you add your new element to your old and you contour the same shape so you get it as close as possible. And you might have to unwind a couple of the coils. And once you've inserted your coil, there is a tab on the end of your element. You just twist it. It's a tab, and that keeps it from rattling out. And you count the coils so you have a reference. By the way, this coil is a lot cheaper than the original element. It's a pretty good savings between buying the original, but on the same token, you're actually getting a better element than the original. It might take a little time to restring, but once you've got that down, you have an excellent element that will last you a very long time. It's not a $20 element, but it will last like better, if you ask me, better than the original. not a cheapy element. Let's put it that way. All right, guys, so we're pretty much are done. Now you want to grab your element and go over it closely, checking that each of the element inserts, the clips are fully inserted. Just go over each one, because if not, if one is not fully inserted, when the element is running, it gets hot, it will pop out, and that will give you a grounded element. So make sure you do that, and check your meter, use your meter, and check your element as well, just to make sure that nothing is grounding, maybe something you didn't see. Other than that, I think we're done here. So, as you can see, it's a brand new element. Looks good. Just double check your connections. Alright guys, like and subscribe.